Here are my top tips on how you can increase your sales volume. Hey, Rob Spence here, the Managing Director of Paragon Sales Solutions. Now, in this week's video, let's go about the whole point of increasing your sales volume. And we're not talking about how loud you sell. We're obviously talking about how you can increase the volume in which you do sell and increase your sales through that. Now, before we do go on, hit that subscribe button, hit the follow button, and drop a comment below. We'd love to know who's staying tuned for these videos. Now, sales is the lifeblood of every business. I don't care what business you have, if you don't have sales, then you're not going to survive whatsoever. And that means a lot when it comes to sale volume. We need to make sure that we've got a whole array of sales coming through the door. We've got to make sure our sales pipeline is full. If you've watched any of my previous videos or any of my sales training or read any of my books, you will know that I'm always more focused about filling that sales pipeline than worrying too much about what comes out the bottom end of it. Because if you focus too much on your closing of sales, you're not going to have enough things coming into the hopper to then eventually close. You've got to keep that top end full to allow the volume to get through and for more closing to occur. So what are the simple tips in which you can increase your sales volume? Well, on my screen here, you obviously can't see that, but I can. I've got 4 simple hints and tips on how you can increase that sales volume. If you do need more hands-on sales support, head on over to Paragon Sales Solutions. You'll see an array of resources, training, and so on and so forth. The first way to increase your sales volume is to use data and use analytics to understand where your next customer is coming from. Many people, and it's always those that are struggling with their sales volume, sit back and they don't know where their next sale is going to come from. They literally sat there on their porch with a beer in hand, just hoping a new customer walks through or hoping an order gets placed on their online store. Utilize data. Data is crucial to any business and to salespeople these days. Understand where your customers are coming from, where they're spending their money, how much they're spending, when that customer last bought from you. Understand what they have bought, understand what they've not bought, and use that data to help you to drive those sales further. And I guess that kind of, to a degree, stems on to the next point is don't forget to automate, or don't be afraid to automate some of your sales process. Now, I am against automating everything. I live in massive fear that we will lose our touch as humans and we'll give it all over to the robots. Maybe I watched too much of the Terminator as a kid, but over automating and using too much technology can be detrimental. However, using technology to automate some of the sales process can certainly help you, because what that will then do, especially if you're a business owner who sells by themselves, or perhaps you're a salesperson trying to build a sales team, if you automate some of the simple steps, it will free up your time to prospect more, to follow up with customers more. So don't be afraid of automation. And in terms of the data and the automation, make sure you've got a good CRM system in place. If you do need a good CRM system that's cost effective and highly intuitive, drop us a message, we'll send you a link to one that we're partnered with. You'll get a free trial. Now, the next thing is to establish your goals and objectives. Once again, those that kind of panic about their sales volume don't really have a clear goal or map or a mindset as to what they want to achieve. I'll sit down with them during my consultation sessions and say, look, well, how many more sales do you want? Don't know, I just want more sales. Okay, well, how much revenue? Just need more money. Okay, well, how many leads is that going to take for you to get those sales? Oh, I don't know. Set out your goals, your objectives, and develop that roadmap and reverse engineer everything. Think about how much money you do want to make and how many sales you do want to make, and then reverse engineer it. Don't just have a figure that says £10,000 or whatever. Think, well, how am I going to generate that £10,000? Think about your conversion rates. Okay, how many leads do you need to create a sale? So I need 10 leads to create a sale, which then means I need 5 sales to make that £10,000. Okay, so I'm then going to need 50 leads to create the 10 sales to then create the money. Did I say that right? I don't know, drop a comment if I did something wrong there. But you can see what I'm trying to say. Set your goals, your objectives, make sure you know what you want to hit, and that'll help you increase your volume. And finally, this is a bit of a plug really, invest in sales training. If you haven't had sales training, if you've not had sales training since the 80s, or if you've got a team who are quite fresh, young, or just need some cohesiveness, invest in sales training. There are lots of great sales trainers out there. There are great resources out there on sales, this video being one of them. If you do need some sales training, head on over to paragonsalesolutions.co.uk. You will see our bespoke one-to-one courses, you'll see our group training, and you will also see our new online courses as well. There's plenty of sales training out there. It doesn't always cost the earth, but like many things in life, you will see a solid return on investment if done right. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and until next time, all the best.